Hello, my name is Amanda, and I am painting this monster. This is like a kind of fantasy hellish monster. And yeah, let's see if I can manage to talk and paint at the same time. That's the most difficult thing. Is painting and talking at the same time. So maybe I'll just kind of like go through what I'm saying. Yes, I'm just kind of like, I've put down a lot of the textures and the shading. I'm basically just like refining things at this point. And actually it's probably the point where I can combine the blue bits with the painting itself. We'll merge that with the main layer. And okay. It happens. Mistakes happen. Happy little accidents, as they say. So yeah, you can see like a lot of this texture is pretty rough. Pretty rough brush strokes. So just kind of, and I do want to keep them rough, but I want them to look less like brush strokes and more just like grungy texture, you know. So I've got this really grungy brush right here. I call it Grunge Delight. So yeah, we're going to use the Grunge Delight brush. I probably should try to speak a little bit louder because I feel like I'm speaking way too quietly. So yeah. Smooth out some edges of the horn here. And let's see what other kind of texture brushes we have. We do have quite a few here. It's this, oh, Grungy Veins. It's loading now. I've accidentally pressed it, so let's just see what it does. Oh yeah, I know this. I know this brush. Can I use this here? Yeah, maybe. But, no, I don't think I want to. Instead, I think I want to use this kind of alien texture. It's kind of got this, like, hexagon-y appearance to it. That I'm going to use. Let's make it a bit bigger, right? Maybe something like that. Maybe even a bit bigger. I'll try like 86 pixels. Yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, we're gonna slap in some textures. Just slap in some textures here. So you have some nice textures to work with. And yeah, so for the most part, I kind of like wanted this to be the skin texture. It's kind of cool hexagon-y look. Background, which I think were maybe a little bit loud, so I've just turned them down a bit. Yeah, so we're just slapping on some textures around the place. We can kind of paint them in later on. And yeah, we can also kind of blend them in with the shadows as well. I mean the highlights, whatever you call them. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And let's see what other kind of textures we have. Grunge. Whoa, that's interesting. That's a pretty interesting looking brush. What do I use that for? I could use that. Oh, I see. I see why I named it Grunge Dab. Okay, we're gonna dab this grunge brush. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool actually. I have so many brushes on my tablet, I can't even remember half of them. add some grunge, dab some more grunge around to these areas. Get a bit more grungy with it. Roar. Whew, yeah. So yeah, I basically got I got my key light here, and then I've got my room light there, and another room light over there on that side. So the room light from this side is like bluish, and the room lights from the other side is like just a white light. So I'm just thinking about how to incorporate those into here. Like maybe to make it look a bit more organic. Like I have gone quite stylized here. That's okay. So yeah, basically just talking to myself, which is fine. My key pen. So yeah, I'm just painting this monster. Just painting this monster. I'm just painting its horn. It's got a whole bunch of horns along its back. Kind of just messing around with the texture a bit there. And we're going to use just a series of like grungy texture brushes to kind of, you know, refine the shapes of the painting. What is splouch? Let's have a look. So see what splouch is. That is such like a poorly drawn little brush style. That's what I should do. Yeah, that's such a good idea. Ooh, this looks cool. I like this. I like this texture. This should be in splatter, but that's okay. We'll put that there later. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, let's splatter. Let's put some splatter on the place. I don't know what it is about splatter. Just everything is better with little splattery dots. Always adds a nice texture. Always, always. Okay. Actually, let's put that in splatter because that should be in the splatter stuff. That should be in the splatter subgroup. Okay, texture brush. I can't remember what most... Okay, let's have a look. Texture. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like it. I feel like this texture would work best with the multiply layer, where you like make a layer like just above the painted layer, and then you make like a multiply layer or an overlay layer, and you just kind of, you know, lower the opacity, sprinkle some textures on top, and just see how it goes. I feel like this one is maybe not grungy enough for me. What is this? Let's name them random stuff. Oh, hello, buddy. Cat's here. Hello, buddy. How are you? Yeah, I'm not really feeling that one. And what else we got? Texture comb. Is this like a comb brush? I feel like I'm gonna sneeze randomly. Yeah, it's a comb brush. Yeah, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry. Crunchy knit. What's it? Ooh! That looks cool. I love this. Oh, it's supposed to be grungy metal. Well, I like it. That looks cool. I like this. I like this brush a lot. This has a really nice texture to it. Ooh, me likey. Cat says hi. Okay. Yeah, I like this brush a lot. This is cool. I like it. Look at this. That is a nice texture. I like what I see. I like what I see. That's a Captain Kim reference. Just in case. Just in case you did not know. Yeah, I like this. It's kind of creating a nice texture to it. Yeah, we can have this kind of shadow down the middle of the face for drama. For dramatical reasons. Yeah, this quite possibly might be my favorite texture brush. What am I singing? I'm singing something. This area here, it's not the same. So I gotta do something about that. Yes, I must. Yeah, this one needs a bit more of a rim. I think that's what's been missing from it. Needs a bit more of a rim. Because otherwise, I don't know, it just doesn't really work that well as like a big domed area. I wonder if I could add like make a little GIF, because I'm using Streamlabs. I wonder if I can make a little GIF of me like painting or something. Got me on my little tablet. I gotta make one where it's like, I gotta make one like Bob Ross style with me in front of a canvas paintbrush. That's what I gotta do. Yes. That would be cool. What an absolute legend. Gotta love Bob Ross. Man, I'm sleepy. Okay. Now I need a more precise brush. Yeah, I think that we can add the textures as well. What are the oh yeah, we can add that later as well. I think we can just combine everything. But yeah, let's have a look to see what kind of progress we've made. So yeah, quite a bit of progress. And most of it is just like adding detail and stuff. You gotta add those little details on there. But yeah, right now I really need a more precise brush. Oops, I did not mean to push that button. Always pushing a button I am. Always. Okay. Why are cats so damn cute? No, I actually do need a more precise brush than this. I'm going to use the Funky Grunge, as I've called it. Yeah, we need to make these little indentation areas where the bioluminescent blue bits stick out. Something like that, eh? You know what game I would love to play again? The Abe's Oddysee series. I only played like the PS1 games of it. But yeah, I don't know what other, I don't know, like, are they still making games for the Abe's Oddysee series? The Oddworld, whatever you call it. I'm talking to myself, okay, that's fine. Hey guys. Oh man. That's okay. I'm gonna get these little indentation bits right. Make sure that they look like they're set in properly. Sleepy, man. I had a long day yesterday. But yeah, I'm almost finished a game. I've almost finished a game. I've spent months on it because I don't really play games that often. But I've almost finished a game called Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings. I've almost finished it. So that'd be like, it's a pretty good game. I'm excited about finishing it though. Yeah, it'd be good because like I've got like 3 games I need to finish. One of them is that one, Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings. And then another one is Assassin's Creed #1. Like, I actually think my very first stream I was having a talk with somebody, and I was having this exact conversation with them. I've made 0 progress with like any of those games since then. Like, that's how little I play games these days. But that's fine. Yeah, I've also started Tokobots on the PS2, which is a game that I really enjoyed playing when I was a kid. It's a pretty like fun, chill, like puzzle game. What the hell? I need a texture brush. It's just like so much easier to. What is this? Oil pastel large. Let's see what this is. It'd be cool if somebody made a 3D model of this. Oh my good lord, I'm sleepy. But yeah, it'd be cool if somebody made a 3D model of this. I think this would be like a cool creature to, I don't know, have in a Final Fantasy game or something. Good old Final Fantasy. I've not kept up with the series at all, so I don't even know how many there are. They're like more than 20 by now, I guess. I'm assuming. Don't know. Okay, I need to make this cringe delete button a bit bigger. Wow, how did I manage to do that? I think that I somehow made it worse. That's okay. Easy fix. Easy fix. Something like that. It's fine. There we go. I have to add like much darker bits underneath to make it look more indented, you know? That's the effect I was going for. So I've set my alarm for an hour. How much time left? 50 minutes. It's a bit easier for me to focus if I just kind of like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. Let's just focus on painting this. So yeah, it's nice and indented now. Sorry. I think whistling is quite annoying, isn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna paint. I'm gonna paint on stream for 1 hour, or like 50 more minutes, and then I will do the rest off stream. But yeah, I guess this is what it means to be talking to an empty room. Which is fine, I don't care. As long as I'm getting the painting done. That's the main point. So yeah, if you're scrolling through, my name is Amanda. And I paint stuff. And yeah, I'm painting a thing right now. This is a monster. I'm painting a monster, and I've pretty much, like, it's at the end stages. I'm just kind of polishing things off a bit, you know? Just kind of polishing off the edges, refining the shapes, refining the shadows, all that kind of thing. Refining the rim lighting, all that. It's just at the end stages. So yeah. And I'm like somehow really sleepy today. So I feel like I am going to yawn again. Yep, here's the yawn coming. Oh. It's probably this rain sounds that I've put on. Yeah, I think so. Gentle rain tapping against the window. Falling asleep. Should we turn this into like a falling asleep ASMR type of video? I could do that. I feel like I have like a really soft voice when I want to. Like, what would I say if I turn this into like an ASMR falling asleep thing? No, that's probably not good for me though, right? Because then what if I fall asleep? I'm sleeping, falling asleep. Soft rain falls against the windows outside. Blah blah blah. No views, eh? Alright, fair enough. Hi, 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 hi. My name is Amanda. I paint things, and I'm painting something right now. How are you? Who are you? Who is this lovely mystery person who is watching? Thank you for being here. I've been alone this entire stream. Oh man. Yeah, I'm painting a monster. I'm painting a monster called a brute. And yeah, I've finished most of it. Now I'm just kind of like refining the edges and all that. But yeah, how are you? How's your day? How are you doing, mystery viewer? It's good to have you here. Are you painting anything today? What are you up to today? Okay. Yeah, I have these little blue bioluminescent bits on an upper level. On an upper layer, sorry. And yeah, I've merged them with the main painting layer now, like this layer. And now I'm just kind of like refining the edges and making them look a little bit indented. And all that. And yeah. So yeah, we've got these bioluminescent bits along his neck. So yeah, we just want to create like, little areas where he's kind of like bioluminescent bits, so like indented a bit, But yeah, this is a commission that I'm working on. Doing some cool monsters for D&D game, a custom D&D game, which is always awesome. And yeah, just making this monster thing. So yeah, I've given him this kind of like alien texture on his, I guess, like carapace and his skin, which kind of looks like this, right? So I've got a lot of this texture around. So yeah, basically the idea is slap on the texture and then kind of blend it in. That's the idea. Blend it in with a paintbrush. Yeah. I had the texture on a separate layer originally, but then, you know, eventually I end up merging all of the layers together, all of the painting layers together, and yeah, just kind of end up painting over it as a single layer. Just makes things a lot easier for me. Yep, layers can definitely get out of hand, that's for sure. I think I did a commission once. It was like a huge painting, right? It was for it's like a little animated video, and the layers on it were like probably close to 100. I couldn't find anything. So most of the time I just kind of tried my best to keep things to one layer when possible, or like, you know, a minimal amount of layers. Like I've got this layer, and then I've got the background layer, and that's all I have at the moment. Yeah, which works just fine. So yeah, I've got to be like kind of careful about how I polish up the rim lighting as well, because I've got this rim lighting that's like, you know, rim lighting. Thank you very much. I hope you can read that. And then I have another rim lighting from this direction. Then I have like the key light, right? So yeah. But because I have this, oops, I've undone too many times. Okay, yeah, because I have the rim lighting from this area. I have to think about how it hits here, but there's like this huge giant shoulder in the way that would be like blocking the light, right? So I don't think that I would find a lot of rim light in this area, like around here. So I do have to like kind of consider that when I'm, you know, polishing up the lighting and all that. But there's going to be this little area here that is not really going to receive rim light. But I do want it to receive some reflected light from the skin. So you got like, you know, you're going to have like light that's going to be like bounce. And then a little bit's going to be scattered along here. So you can have like a little bit of light on the bottom of here. Just a little bit, so it doesn't look so flat, you know? And we can just do something like this. There we go. Perfecto. Perfect. And that just like helps things look a little bit more 3D. And I also have to refine the shapes of the carapace rims as well. It is so difficult trying to think of words when I'm streaming. Like, it actually is. Like, my brain is going blank, like, all the time. But it's okay. That's all a part of the process. All a part of the learning how to do multiple things at once. So yeah, because this part around here was looking pretty flat. So yeah, just gonna refine that a little bit, but I don't want it to be too smooth or look plasticky. You know, I want to keep that kind of that grungy feel to it. Speaking of grungy feel, let's go back to this grungy metal brush. Like, look at that texture. Isn't that beautiful? That's so, I love that texture. Like, that is a satisfying texture. I don't know, like, I got a lot of I have not made any of these brushes, etc. So I kind of had to rename them myself. I had to manually rename these brushes, and so a lot of these brushes have random names that made sense to me at the time that I was making them, but I have an idea that I intended to call this grungy metal, but I may have already had a brush called grungy metal, so I may have just called this grungy met. But yeah, I was thinking that I might need to make it a little bit bigger. And just kind of like use it for the rim parts of these like upper horn areas, right? Yeah, kind of like that. Let's see. Oops. This is, yeah, it's a sketch. This is kind of the painted progress. That's the word I'm thinking of, painted progress. So yeah, a lot of this is going to involve me kind of, you know, just going around and cleaning up a lot of these, you know, like really, really rough brush strokes, even though I do really like them, and I'm actually going to reincorporate some of them at the end, just to give that kind of like nice, you know, grungy feel to it. At the moment, I'm just kind of about smoothing out those, well, not even smoothing out, because I'm like using a lot of really grungy brushes. But I guess like, I don't know, polishing things up. It's in the polish stage. Like this whole area needs to get all polished. Like it's quite rough. So let's go back to that brush, the quite painterly brush. I do really like this brush. And let's, yeah, we'll just kind of like refine the edges a bit like that. And then I'll just come back and go back to, oh, that's not the brush I meant to push. Grunge Delight. And we'll just kind of like sprinkle in some grunge, some grungy texture. Like so. Yeah. There we go, we're getting there. We're getting there. What do you think, buddy? My little butt buddy's here. It's my cat. It's a little buddy. He's a good bud. Okay. So yeah, we kind of refined. You see, like, look how unrefined these bioluminescent little bits are. So I've kind of refined this area here. So now what I need to do is do the same with these ones. And I'm going to go in with kind of like a smoother brush. So this brush here is a lot smoother, but it's more precise. So it serves its purpose. So I'm going to go in with a more precise brush, just to like refine the edges here, because I really do need refining. I got a good bud. I got a good bud. Okay. Cool. That's saved. Now let's go back to polishing up the shape around these bioluminescent hole things. Yeah, I've kind of got them as like holes in his carapace where, I don't know, bioluminescence kind of seeps through. I don't know how that works on a biological level. Wasn't really thinking about it, I'll be honest. But it looks cool. And that's the main point. Rule number 1. Does it look cool? Now, I know you do need to think about like functionality and stuff like that. But I mean, you know, we're not making a museum here. We're making a fantasy monster. Yeah. Okay, how much more time on this timer? Yep, 35 minutes left on the clockaroo. And that'll be me for the stream. But yeah, if you are new here, if you're scrolling through, my name is Amanda. I paint stuff. I'm currently painting a monster. And yeah, it's great to have you here. Great to have you here. So this monster, it's like a fantasy monster. It's called a brute. Okay, I might have overdone it with the rim lighting at the top of the ear, but that's okay, we can fix that. And we want some little highlights at the top of here too. You know what the most difficult thing about it? But I did say that I was going to get into regular streaming, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Yeah, a lot of this is like me just, I don't know, fiddling around. I'm like kind of in the fiddling around stage. Whoa. This brush has to be a bit smaller. Something like that. But yeah, thinking about like the kind of like lighting physics, if that's what you call it, I'm not that sure. But like thinking about like, you know, where light is most likely to land and how strong it would be and etc. I have to think about the rim lighting from, you know, on the right and how that would reach this little horn bit right here. So I think it would mostly touch like the top of it, I think. Oh, I keep forgetting I have the navigator up here I can look at. Here we go. So yeah, we got the little tip of the horn, tip of the spike thing, whatever this thing is. Shoulder horn. That makes sense, right? And we've kind of lit it a bit blue, a little bit of a blue, because like from the rim lighting from the and nice. Give that horn a bit of texture, eh? That's my favorite thing about paintings. Texture. But yeah, I might put on a I don't know, like a history documentary or something after I finish this stream, and just kind of paint that in the background. I think that would be kind of cool. The eternal quest to find the perfect thing to watch while working. You know, I've kind of gone a bit backwards with this lighting because it should be more shadow behind this shoulder horn and more light in between. So that's okay, it's an easy fix. Perhaps I'll get more viewers if I incessantly whistle annoyingly. Okay, I really gotta fix up these bioluminescent things. I gotta use a soft brush for it So let's do that. It's gotta happen. Yeah, it's gotta happen. And yeah, so this creature is called a brute. And yeah. At the moment, I've got these little bioluminescent parts. I'm just kind of tidying them up. I had them on an upper layer before, and I've merged all of the layers of the textures and the little lights and things into the single layer that I'm painting on right now. And yeah, I'm just tidying things up. The slow, grueling process of tidying things up. Oh, how fun. But yeah, how are you? Who are you? How are you? It's great to have you here. And yeah, tell me about yourselves. So are you artists too? Or are you just, I don't know, scrolling by and just thought this looked interesting and wanted to come by and say hello? Oh great. We've lost our viewers. Alright, that's fine. It is what it is. It's all good. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? What do you reckon? But yeah, if there's anybody left, that's a little graphic of me. That took me exactly 1 minute to paint it. I really need to do, actually. I really need to make a drawing or painting of myself, like Bob Ross style, painting a canvas, and the little corner is a graphic. Make it a little animated graphic of me painting. That'd be cool. But yeah, it's okay. I just wanted to try it as an experiment, so there you go. But anyway, yes, if you are new here, my name is Amanda. Nice to meet you. I'm an illustrator. I'm a professional illustrator. And this is a paid painting that I'm currently working on. I'm doing a series of monsters for a custom D&D game. And this is one of the monsters I'm making. And yeah, at the moment I'm just kind of like going in and fine-tuning and detailing these little bits and pieces. And yeah, we need some more grunge. We need some more textured brush in here. Because like, this is nice, but it is a little bit messy. It's a bit messy around here. So let's tidy it up. I look like a lunatic. You people did this to me. You did this. You only have yourselves to blame. Okay, I need to make this brush a bit bigger because it is quite messy here. Like I've got the good foundation of texture here. I've got a good foundation of texture here. I just got to make the brush a bit bigger so I can actually tidy things up a bit so it doesn't look so messy, and it just, yeah, like even just something like that makes a huge difference. And you know what else in this region? What am I thinking? I think that I need a loop cut tool. Let me grab that real quick. Let me just grab the old handy dandy loop cut tool, whatever it calls. Let's just grab that. And let's do this. And I think that's fixed it. My eye is now happy with me looking at it. Yeah, this is what I had before. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about viewer. We've lost our one viewer. Goddamn. Goddamn. I'm talking into the void again. That's fun. Alright. Let's keep painting. We got 23 minutes left on the clock, but we can do this. We can finish the stream. Oh, hello, a new viewer. Hi, my name is Amanda. I am a professional illustrator. I paint stuff, and I'm painting something right now. This is a monster that I'm painting for a custom D&D game. It's called a Brute. It's both a stabby and a smashy kind of monster, because it has horns, but also big smashy fists and arms. But yeah, it's great to have you here. Welcome to the stream. And I hope that you settle in and enjoy me rambling to myself, because literally nobody is saying anything in the chat, and I am being forced to talk to myself like a lunatic. Which is fine. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. Just sitting here in the old insanity box. No, I'm just joking. I'm just playing. I am just playing. So yeah, what we're doing right now is we are just kind of like tidying up the texture, but not so much that it like makes the painting smooth, you know? I want to keep it nice and textured. Also, I think my internet might suck because I feel like the stream keeps lagging. Then, whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, feel free to tell me how you're doing, how your day is going and all that. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Like, are you an artist? Do you also paint? Are you just here to enjoy a good stream on painting and chatting? Whatever you do, that's okay. So yeah. Lighting and small little bits and pieces. So that's what we're doing. We're doing the grueling work of doing that. And that is all good. So, yeah, I keep forgetting also, we have a lot of these little bioluminescent areas that I actually need to grab a smooth brush for this, and I do really need to get in there and refine those shapes so they don't just look like, you know, scribbles. Like somebody just vomited paint on the page, you know? Because that ain't no good. It ain't no good. Can't have that. Okay. Yeah, I also lip coated this area before, so I better tidy that up. What did I do with the other side? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I really tidied that up. I really did tidy up the other end, so I better match it. Better match that on this side, eh? Better do that. So that we can, you know, have two arms that look like they're attached to the same body. Yep, just got a little, we've got a painterly brush here. So it's got these nice little, you know, paint stroke textures. And we're kind of using that so that, to paint, so that we can get some texture on the page while we're painting, which is great. I love that. I love that shit. Yeah, and we just kind of like got this kind of, you know, texture-y thing going on where it's like, you know, its arm is like, well, what am I saying right now? Its carapace is like kind of slowly with the armor. Be like the armor. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to sound like one of those profound, like, martial artists, but it's not coming off. But that's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so we're kind of like doing that. And actually to do that, to create that kind of like gradient, right, that graduating from like, you know, carapace to skin, we should also have this gradiating of like, you know, larger to smaller. Actually, I think that's where I kind of went wrong before. Also, it is really messy around here. This area, we do want to make some like really nice like grungy textures in there, just like little like striations of fibers, you know, like a horn fiber. Kind of like how I've done on the actual horns. So yeah. But yeah, if you are new here, my name is Amanda. I paint stuff. And welcome to the stream. And I'm painting a monster right now, which is fun. Because monsters are fun to paint. And I like designing them. And this would actually be awesome in, like, I don't know, a trading card game, actually. So, yeah. This monster here is called a Brute. And I'm just kind of, let me just check. So I've got, like, this room area here. Wow, I did not illustrate that very well, did I? I meant to go like this, with a brighter brush so you can actually see what I'm doing. So this top of the shoulder rim here is much thinner here than it is there. There it's like really thick. So I am actually just gonna, you know what, let's just use the liquify tool. Everything is easier when you just like, you can keep everything. You can keep the texture, you can keep the brush strokes, you can keep everything. If you just use a liquify tool, it fixes everything. Simple, right? Okay, how much more on the stream? 17 minutes left of me talking to myself. Okay, we can do this. We can do this, guys. We can do it. We can get through the chat. Alright. Yeah, I mean, what else can I say? I'm just gonna like talk about painting, I guess. So yeah, so basically here, I'm gonna illustrate. I'm gonna like break down the anatomy of the lighting of this. Okay, so we've got a 3-point lighting set up here. Pew. Let me just get some white on my paintbrush. So we've got the key lighting. So we've got the key lighting. That's the main light that lights up this monster. And then we have a rim lighting here that lights up things on the side. So we've got a rim lighting there. We've got another rim lighting over here, coming from this side. So we've got 3 lights, which is what did I call it? 3-point lighting. Yeah, it's called a 3-point lighting. So that's what we got to consider, and it's, you know, we got to make sure that it's not just a line on the edge, but that the light. Okay. What do you reckon, bud? What do you reckon? Okay. So, what's it working on? The shoulder part, eh? We're working on the shoulder part here. And yeah, we're gonna just like make sure that it's consistent with the other one, right? Consistent with the shape of the other one. Like this. Oh my gosh, I need to light your shade so it actually like shows up. There we go, like that. Yeah. And you know what I've just realized? I have actually put these little bioluminescent thingy-mabobbies a bit too far to the right. So let's, and they could be rotated as well. So let's like put them in a more appropriate. Actually, I think they're supposed to be like down like here. Because that's kind of like what I've got on the other side. Yeah, I gotta keep it consistent, eh? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's the thing. I actually just realized that the shoulder carapace on the right is not consistent with the one on the left. So we do something about that. Okay, actually, I need to like break this down. So we got like this area here, and then it goes, and then it goes, shoo. So it's like shape is like this, right? So is that what is happening here? Not really. It should be kind of like that, I think. Yeah, I've kind of messed up the shape a bit. That's okay. We can change that. We can change that though. Okay, let's get our brush in here. And let's change up the shape a bit. Because I have kind of realized I've messed up that shape. So what is it again? Oh, yeah. So I want to go like this. And maybe actually we just use the liquify tool, because that'd probably be a bit easier just doing that. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we got 13 more minutes of this stream, and my brain's getting a bit tired of trying to talk and paint at the same time. So we got 13 more minutes. Let's cover up that one because that's not supposed to be there. Grab a soft brush that is more precise that I can use to refine these little shaperinis. And yeah, just gonna mess around with this. Okay, we got 12 more minutes left of this stream. Then I will turn off the stream. And then I shall paint in peace and quiet. Yeah, something like that, eh? But yeah, that little graphic of me is hilarious. It looks so bad. But I just like, I don't know, I looked it up and like, and then it's, that's what you get. That's what happens, I suppose. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with the texture of that. I would not change anything there. But here, I would. Here, I've got some, well, I mean, just like this whole area needs to be refined, really. I probably should save it as well. Just in case. Don't want to accidentally. I'm keeping my feet warm. Yeah. Cat's keeping my feet warm. Do. Hello. Hello, person. How are you? My name is Amanda. It's nice to meet you. Goodbye, person. Damn. Somebody say something. This is what I imagine it feels like to be like, I don't know, stuck on Mars all by yourself. And you're just like pretending to talk to people. Oh god, that'd be horrible being stuck on Mars. I don't know why anybody would want to go there. Like, I would not even want to go to Mars for a visit. That sounds awful. Yeah, it's like freezing cold there, isn't it? It's like freezing cold and there are dust storms and there's just nothing there. It's just like pure isolation. Okay, we got 10 more minutes of the stream. And I can stop talking to myself like a lunatic. And I can just paint in peace. In peace and quiet. So yeah, we managed to go through 50 minutes without anybody saying anything in the chat. That's fun. Okay, we're gonna keep we're gonna keep this consistent with like the shape of, you know, the rim of the carapace, the shoulder carapace, the shoulder armor, whatever you want to call it. Because that's important, right? Because it's like, you know, little bits of, I don't know, a carapace kind of slowly blending into the skin gradually. I suppose it makes sense for, oh no wait, hold on, it's not really sticking out on that end. So why would it be sticking out on this end? Those are the questions. Those are the questions. That can be sometimes a bit tricky, eh? You're painting something and it's like, but it can sometimes catch you up, like not being symmetrical, not being consistent with like symmetry. Eight more minutes. Maybe I should do 50-minute streams instead of an hour. I've run out of talk juice. I've run out of talk juice. Are you entertained? You know, if there was somebody talking in the chat, we could have like, exchange some jokes. That could be great. Okay, I kind of feel like turning off the stream now. 7 more minutes, man. Can we get through it? Yes, we can. We're gonna get through this. We are gonna get through this stream. We are gonna get through this next 6 minutes and 43 seconds. Just do it. Minutes. This is like always the last 10 minutes of stream. I'm like counting down. I just like ran out of juice. I ran out of torch juice after like 50 minutes. Social meter has been depleted. That's my Gladys voice. Hello, person. Nice to meet you. Glad to have you here. My name is Amanda. I am an illustrator. I'm just painting something right now. I'm painting a D&D monster. Nice to meet you. And yeah, welcome to the stream. How are you? About to close the stream down in about 5 minutes. I've trying to do my daily obligatory hour-long stream. And yeah, so far we've gone through 55 minutes and not a single person has made a chat. Would you like to add something to the chat so that we can say that, you know, we have one chat? That'd be amazing. Please. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is a monster that I've designed into or anything like that. And yeah, I'm just kind of going in with a fine-tooth comb and just kind of messing around with all the details. Here, I'll make the navigator bigger so you can kind of see the progress. But this is like what it looked like before. That was the sketch phase, and this is what it looks like now. So yeah, just kind of like going in with the lighting and just like, you know, he's got all these spikes and stuff on the side of his armor, which is nice. And yeah, they're still a little bit messy, the paint and all that. There's also some room lighting and coming from the left as well, so I got to keep that into account when I'm, you know, painting all this. Make sure that I'm, you know, what do you call it? Like wrapping the light around the shape of the body. Okay, we've lost our one viewer. That's fine. Hi, yeah. We've got 3 minutes left. 3 minuti. We can do it. We can do this. I've run out of talk juice. I've run out of social juice. So in exactly 3 minutes, I will turn off the stream and then I will go and paint quietly. Probably listening to somebody else deplete their social juice. As it goes. So you'll take turns invigorating each other with talk juice. Okay, yeah, so we've got these little bits here. Wait a minute. Just kind of realized something. I have not stayed consistent with either side of the arms. I must have changed something at some point when I was messing around with the other side. Yeah, that's actually, I think, what happened. I think I changed some things. I forgot to change things on the other side of the arm. So, let's start with this. We'll just make this go down, push this down a little bit. And then we'll grab this one, this middle horn here, we will rotate it a little bit. Too much, not too much. We will make it a lot bigger, just like so it matches the other side. Yeah, something like that. I think that's fine. And fill in the gaps. Gotta fill in the old gapperinos. And yeah, I have to keep in mind what I've done on the other side. So this one here became quite large. Became quite a large horn. I should probably rotate it upwards a little bit more. Something like that. So that it matches. I think that's fine. And yeah, okay, I think that's fine. We've got 1 minute left. 1 minute left of this hell. Where I have to talk into a void. Okay. I can't believe we went an entire stream. Nobody messaged anything. I will go cry. Hey. 20 seconds left. Seconds left, and we will end the stream. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My alarm is about to go off. Let's dismiss that. Let's save this. I'm going to turn off the stream, and then I'm going to go pay. Have a nice day.